There it is. I kept hearing about this shit. This is how we do the kung fu. And we got his hat. So is he just fucking dead then? Seems a naff way to go. Glad we did that after fighting the boss then. Although maybe he's still summonable. Like that. Who can say? The sun-faded and lightly soiled gross hat of Dryleaf Dane. Worn low over the eyes, it obscures the wearer's vision, so it's not great. Meeting the gaze of another can overcome the senses, often leading to the downfall of those who would walk the noble and solitary seeker's path. You want to get some therapy if you're freaking the fuck out just by looking in someone's eyes. Although, if you have to stare at my ugly eyes, I can understand why. Well, ain't that a nifty little hat? Back to the bucket. So now we can do Kung Fu. A technique for hand-to-hand combat without the aid of a weapon. This martial art combines fist strikes and kicks, the teachings of a group of spiritual seekers known as the Dryleaf Sect, revealed only to those of worthy valour and character. How come I could see him then? The practice of this martial art marks the dawn of an aesthetics journey. Presumably it's a two-handed thing. Oh no, you can do a fair bit of it with a shield. But you can do a lot more without. Hot damn. Oh yeah, oh, for fuck's sake. Just when you start to feel cool about yourself, there's a guy with a pot to make you feel inadequate again, to humble you. Also, yeah, much like before, unupgraded, this is not going to be super worthwhile. John says he is gone temporarily. Okay, that's fair. As long as we see him again, perhaps. Do you have an intelligence weapon, Dark Moon Greatsword, Wing of Estelle? I have both of those. Yeah, the rusty anchor is not, you know, entirely tuned for how we're doing things, but I just found it fun, to be honest. But yeah, if we're trying to properly get somewhere, I suppose we could put something more useful on. Although that's not actually as much damage, it's just magic damage instead. Then we had our bastard stars. I might go with that for a bit. Very high damage. And we can rot some buggers up. Okay. Right. Get it right this time. Up there. To the northeast. So it is near these creepy fucks. No. Oh, so we actually did come here before then, because we've seen that statue and done all this. We must have missed the way through then. You know what? I'm not going to bother with you. Yes, we did in fact go all this way and somehow didn't get the map. Trying to check the chat as we go along. After you get out into the open area, you have to gradually turn left, follow the terrain. Okie doke. I have to gradually avoid these buggers as well. I'm curious as to where we would have stopped before then, because we... Oh, well, we didn't go that far, clearly. Doing some pretty good ducking and weaving, I have to say. Row base. I wonder why we stopped then. We just never found the right direction. There is a grace. Always handy. Wonderful. Oh well, I'll be damned. Yeah, I guess all of that was underneath there. Cool. Now it should be a relatively straight shot. Why do I feel like I jinxed myself by saying that? Of course. Not that straight of a shot. No, you fucking don't. Give me your insides. Oh, damn it. You fell the wrong way, you big galumph. Da. Shit. That'll probably work this time. Hello. Phew. Oh, you can actually hit the wrists as well as a weak point. Not that you often get the chance to. Fuck. That's fine. Ah, okay. There's a certain move with these, if you're in the wrong place, it's instant death. Because he just gets you right on the bombs. Okay, fuck. The axe seems to have decent stagger damage. It does, for the most part. I think I tuned it to be more dex based, which helps. Ah, that explains a fair bit. I'm fat rolling. I should have realised that. There we go. Wrong side. Fuck. Never mind. Why did I have that on it? Probably can't hurt, I suppose. Boom. There we go. Whew. Yeah, we're hitting for 600-700 there. Obviously the Scarlet Rot was not applicable to those guys, but... Well, I'm glad that's all of them, and no more. Something magic happening over there. More of you guys. Handy. Possibly. Okay, yeah, see, I can't trust anything in this game. I thought that was the body of something. Something crystalline, perhaps. Crikey. The fog just gets foggier. Oh, well that'd be handy if we can ever find the unlocking thing for that. Hurrah. Ruins. And yet for being ruins, they're absolutely the most verdant part of this map. Oh wow, actually that's... Oh, except for whatever's going on down here, that's most of it. Well, that'll help. Regarding the small piles of rocks you see occasionally that you need to knock down to activate some of the spirit springs, use one of the shackles, the shockwave will destroy the rock pile. And activate... Really? Okay, I definitely didn't know that as the thing. I thought the ones up until now I found like a corresponding pile of rocks somewhere and that's what did it. Maybe I'm misremembering. These giant ruins are flooded, overgrown and split into two by a chasm. To the southwest is the Church of the Bud overlooking the Tower of Shadow. Lovely. Oh, okay. John says, no, your memory is correct. That's one way to activate the spring, but this is a way to bypass it, is it? Well, shit damn. That saves a whole lot of time. Thank you for that. That is incredibly useful. And I'm guessing this takes us all the way out. Blimecrikes. So it does. Four. Now, where is this? This is back up here. A little mausoleum thing? Quite possible we've checked this out already, but... If the door's open, then maybe we have. No, the boss door is still there. Alright then. Northern Nameless Mausoleum. It's going to be another one of them Black Knight guys. Well, I don't know. We've been felling enemies left, right and centre. I'm feeling pretty good about this. He lied. Red Bear. Oh, okay. Are you another... You are. You're a fighty man, but a sort of bestial fighty man. Alright. Oh god, I'm still fat rolling, aren't I? Ho ho. Oh shit. Okay. He's... Fuck. He's got rabies. I thought that was going okay for a second there. Perhaps if we weren't over-encumbered, then we'd do a little better. Oh yeah, and John says Red Bear inside the mausoleum. See, if I'd just read that, I would have assumed like a rune bear. Been preparing for something totally different. Frankly, I'm glad it's just a guy and not one of those. Great, I was worried about where that might put me. Okay, a little less armour. 49, 50, 52. Yeah, we can still have 52 poise doing it that way. Whoop, whoop. John says also another use for the shackles, just in case you didn't know, the shackles can also be used to make fake walls disappear inside dungeons and catacombs. They can also raise or lower those fire or frost columns that you see occasionally in dungeons. Ah. See, that rings a bell, but not like a bell of my own making. So it's not something I worked out. I feel like I probably saw a video that mentioned that. But yeah, useful. We haven't like stumbled luckily upon any illusory walls. But good to know. I mean, infinitely useful just for being able to unlock the damn springs, but... Okay. Fuck it, let's try the meteorites. Oh, damn it. I kind of want my runes back first. There we go. Quick top up. Do. What are you doing now? What's all that about? This Moonblade shit has served me well. I would have to say it's probably our best spell. Or our most reliable, anyway. Ah, you ain't got no juice, fucker. Well, that was a bad time to get cocky, wasn't it? Oh, I don't like that. That's exactly what I said I didn't want in here. You keep that bear shit inside of you. Oh, cheeky monkey. Gotcha. Whew. Well, I'll take several small wins as opposed to bashing my head against a boss fight. Red Bear's Claw, Fang Helm, Iron Rivet Armor. Quite a lot. John says, one more trick that the shackles are useful for. You know how sometimes in dungeons enemies will be waiting behind a wall when you walk through a doorway? Like how the guy was in the fort. If you use the shackle, the shockwave can sometimes activate them to start moving, so they are easier to fight instead of ambushing you. Neat. Oh yeah, so kind of like getting a free attack through a wall just to trigger them. Useful. Greaves of Red Bear, whose name is lost to madness. Okay. After killing the Great Red Bear in a blood-soaked bout, he became fascinated by the untainted glory of its naked strength. I wish to be a bear, no more and no less. In all ways, including physical, I am a bear. Wow, okay, Elden Ring's first full-on furry, I guess. Claw of a Great Red Bear, wielded without modification by Red Bear, whose name is lost to madness. After killing the Great... Yeah. Oh. So, yeah, we're actually getting a lot of hand-to-hand based stuff. You've got your fancy kung fu ways, and then you've got... go apeshit like a bear. Or bear shit, I suppose would be the... Oh, there are two, yeah. This is very similar to a moveset in Bloodborne, I think. Neat. Good to know. Oh, and it causes blood loss. It's a strength-based one. Whereas that's kind of... No, I thought that'd be more dex, but that's both. Fair enough. Well, that's just grand. Nothing much going on here, didn't expect so. Cool. John says, I would assume you're correct, but I've never played Bloodborne. This is the only Souls game I've played. Oh. Well, you're very knowledgeable for this being your first foray into it. I think this has brought in quite a few new people to it. So in the same way the first Dark Souls did back in the day. Elden Ring, if as accessible as you can make Souls-like games, which is not very, according to some people, this is perhaps the most accessible of them. Certainly more than Bloodborne, which is, you know, it's less accessible due to difficulty, less accessible just due to fucking format at this point, because they refuse to have it on anything other than a PS4. Right, now I've got to remember where I got up here from so I don't jump off the wrong cliff. Christ, that's the thing. It was so far down that it's hard to even see. John says, I bought this game as soon as it came out in 22. I've got over 3,000 hours in the game. Phew. That's a hell of a thing. I think there's only a handful of games where I've got like thousands of hours into them. Dark Souls 1 is among them. I think Skyrim is another one. Probably a couple of others. Not sure how long I've got in this across several different characters. It always factors in a little differently when you're streaming it as well. I mean, just doing the main game alone was a LP of about... Oh, fuck, I could have done that better. 63 parts, I think. Hopefully the DLC won't take that long, but I've also split up the episodes a bit differently since then. Temple Town Ruins. Now that sounds familiar. But it probably isn't, because why would we have been here if we hadn't been other places? Actually, no, maybe this is... No, I don't think it is. I thought maybe this is where we fought a dragon boy. Fuck off. Mangy dog. No, not getting stun locked into this shit. Okay, maybe we are. Oh, for fuck's sake, not like this. Not like this. Stay humble. Always stay humble. You can kill a god monstrosity of some uncurable disease and feel on top of the world, but you'll still get ganked by a couple of rabid dogs. John says, once I got bored with the base game, I spent many hours just getting summoned, getting a large amount of rune arcs and furl cooling remedies for the 4 characters I use. Fair play. Yeah, I never... Even in these games where sort of multiplayer is, I guess, easier or less social, I never do as much of it as some people. It's probably an anxiety thing. If I summon someone else, I feel like they're doing me a favour, and I don't want to fuck up. If I get summoned by someone else, then they're putting a lot of trust in me, and I also don't want to fuck up. John says, I'm doing a new game plus 7 playthrough right now, doing some live streaming on my YouTube channel. Well, damn. I'm not sure I've hit new game plus 7 on any Souls game ever. The first Dark Souls, I think I got to maybe 3 or 4. 7 is the limit, I think, isn't it? Also, feel free to put your... I mean, you've probably got more than I have in terms of viewership, but I'm happy to shout out your channel name because you've helped us out on this venture. Okay, so where... Oh, God, I can't just stop for a minute and check the map. Because of bloody dogs. And if it's not dogs, it's shadow guys with projectile ceramics. Oh, okay, I thought you were a dog. No, you're just a guy. Oh, there's a dog, of course. Get out of it. Well, that's probably not the way forward. Fair play, that is in fact a gorgeous view. Just get a nice pan of that in case I want to use that for the thumbnail. In case I can't think of anything else. God damn. John says the boss's health and defense caps out at +7. You can do additional playthroughs, but the boss, it never gets more difficult after +7. Okay, fair enough. Sometimes when I post my channel on other people's live streams, it doesn't show up for some reason, but I'll try it. Might be a link thing. Sometimes places get funny about links, but that did seem to show up. It's at up and down, so not and down. AN down. Up _ AN _ down. If you want to watch someone on New Game Plus 7 who's clearly very knowledgeable about it. That is the correct spelling. Okay, appreciate the clarification there. Right, so whereabouts are we now? Okay. Templetown Ruins, now we're sort of... Well, yeah, I was curious about this area, because I think we've explored all of the green areas. So it really is just what's underneath Rao at this point. I think we've just about got time to have a quick look before having to wrap up. I don't like that I'm seeing those, I'll be honest. Yeah, no, I don't like this at all. Yeet! This is risky. So I can figure out how Rao went to ruin, I think. Because it seems to be where Scarlet Rock came from. Or at least a place of it. Gotcha. John says, back in the temple ruins, there is the two-handed talisman available on a high spot inside the ruins. Also another skidoo fragment. Back here. Alright. Worth a look. Oh god. Fucking flower preachers again. Oh, probably that high spot, isn't it? Yeah. Easy when you look, isn't it? Yeah, giving me big Liurnia vibes. Oh god, I can't remember the name now. Base game place at Sunk. Pretty sure it's Liurnia. Oh. Handy, handy. how does one get up there? Keep going north, there's a forge, and if you follow the river, I think that's the river we were going down, you come to the Scorpion River Dungeon. That sounds about right, based on what we were beginning to see down that way. Exactly how janky do I have to jank this? Fucking pot man! No, this ain't it. Oh, I fucking knew it. Fuck all of you. Should just napalm the entire place. I feel like the way up is probably more obvious than I'm seeing. There is a break in the wall in the ruins in which you can get inside. So, not like this then. Oh, nearly. Thought I was being clever there. Aha! Again, it's so easy when you know what you're looking for. Oh, more fucking dogs. No mercy. Can't trust any of you pricks. Oh. Considering these dogs are nothing but skin and bones, they seem to be built like tanks. Take no chances. Not today, pot man. No, he was not a true pot man. That was a bit overkill, but I couldn't even tell it was your back. Beast blood, makes sense. It's the closest we'll get to them rolling out the red carpet, I suppose. Oh, hang on. There's even something up there. Curious. You know what, fuck this. Not dealing with your shit. John says every enemy is tanky in the DLC, especially when you get to the higher plus level playthroughs. Yeah, I think it's I think Miyazaki was onto something the way he designed it, the difficulty to work differently so that your stats kind of, your base game stats kind of don't matter as much. It's all about the skidoo tree fragments and everything, which I've not found as many of as I would like, but supposedly this will somewhat remedy that. Didn't expect... oh, damn it. Okay, one more for the road. We've beaten you feathery guys before. Oh, it's not the feathery guy. It's just one of these guys. Which doesn't mean it's necessarily easier. No, 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 no. Arses. Oh, well, we've got lucky with the stakes, if nothing else. John says, I think the skidoo fragment is underneath the red carpet. You have to make a bit of a jump to a walkway, a level underneath the carpet. Sounds tricksy. I'll see if I spot anything as I go up there again. If not, I'll try and spot it on the way back down. Let's give up on the axe for a minute. I think where we're situated, scarlet rot isn't actually much of a problem for most people here. If anything, they're into it. We'll try a bit of that. That's the kind of thing our build probably should be using, so. Right, just got to find our nook again. Hang on, this ain't it, is it? Just look for where my runes are, shouldn't I? Right. Here we are. Fucked it. Hoping for better timing on that. Where's the other one? I can hear you. Good. The rest of you just... right. Yeah, that is a bit of a tricksy jump, isn't it? Very doable, though. I think. Yeah, no, too far off. More like that. Yeah, something like that. Okay, you guys are just gonna make me anxious if you keep being alive in my vicinity. There we are. Woo! I feel like we haven't had an actual upgrade from that in ages, so hopefully that's 3 or however many we need now. Sod off. Yeah, this is better damage, I think. This is one-shotting most. The skill. Oh, I'm aware of the skill, yeah. I just haven't used it yet. I was going to save it for when I need it against this chappie. Oh no, it's not that, is it? It's... That's what I was trying to do. Fight me like a man on an uneven surface. Thank you. That wasn't the strong enemy they meant. What are you about? No. Are you sure? Yeah, lies. Let there be two-handing. Two-handed sword talisman. Wow, that's more detailed than a lot of the talismans. Enhances attacks with two-handed weapons. Oh, and it's depicting just the guy we were fighting. The horned warriors were fitting figureheads for the military might of the tower they kept watch over. Their deft attacks slashing through any and all foes. Not quite all foes, but I see your point. So, is it two-handed weapons, or do you have to be two-handing the weapon? As in, it only counts when I'm doing this. Because generally, if I don't have my shield up, I'm in a bad spot. It is two-handing the weapon. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it's not unheard of for me to try that strategy. But I'm not doing it right now, so... that wasn't what I had on, but I'll go with that, just defense. There may have been a bit of confusion with the translation from Japanese. Yeah, well, not so much confusion, just as vagueness, I suppose. It happens a lot, both intentionally and unintentionally in this game. So, there was... Yeah, there's that bit even higher up, but... I don't know about reaching that. I think that's everything for here. Cool. Well, that'll about do us, I think. And then next time... Well, fuck it, actually, hang on. Fuck's sake. Not what I meant to do. Okay, yeah, we will leave it there. Clearly that's the game saying you're losing what little you had.